Right, so you know from the previous video that this while true is one way of writing a loop which will repeat infinitely. There's not that much use in an infinite loop because, as you can see, if you have any code below it, you'll never be able to get to that code. But there is one reason why you might want to use an infinite loop, because there are processes which you would want to never get past, so repeat them infinitely until the correct thing has been done. Here's an example. Alright, I'll just run this to show what happens. It prints enter the password, it gives me the option to enter something, and it will save whatever I enter as PWD. Okay, so I can put whatever you like in there. But nothing changes. There's no reason why we would break out of the loop, because while true is an infinite condition, and there's nothing different about this program. I'm just now, as you can see, doing something which doesn't kind of spam the console with print messages, because the nature of the input command is that it pauses the program and waits for me to type something and press enter. So already you can see how using the input command inside an infinite loop kind of tames the loop a little bit, controls it, and makes it so that, you know, whatever you do, it will happen infinitely, but it's not, you know, spamming 1,000 messages a second telling you to enter the password, which it would do if I took away this line. Okay, it's just spamming infinitely enter the password. So having an input inside even an infinite while loop will kind of pause it and control it a bit. Now, what if they enter the correct password? Let's say the correct password was computing rocks. If pwd double equals computing rocks, let's say spelled like that with a capital C and a capital R, colon, enter, print password accepted. Okay, let's just try that, check that it works. You'll notice that because an if statement has a colon at the end of the line, and therefore requires that stuff inside the if statement be indented, that password accepted is now kind of double indented. It's inside the while loop and inside the if statement. So that's, you know, whatever. I can enter non-correct things. I could enter computing rocks with all small letters and it would still be wrong, but if I enter it with capital C, capital R, I get password accepted. Now in that case, it still goes back to enter the password because this is an infinite loop. But this is a nice opportunity to show you the break command. If you reach the break command, it will break you out of the current loop. So the break command exists in the same if statement as if I got the answer right. Password accepted, and look, the loop has stopped. So there is a purpose to infinite loops, because you might use the break command with an if statement inside the infinite loop as the way out of the loop. And otherwise, if you don't input the correct password, then you will keep going around forever and not let the person into their account, which is exactly what you want to do.